I'm about to put a twist on Black history. I'm shedding light on a topic that's very well discussed, but it just seems to bring in all of the wrong attention. So, our ancestors, they used to sing spirituals, right? We all know that. They used to sing spirituals that had subliminal messages for the other slaves to decode these messages and to prevent the oppressors from knowing what the message that was being delivered. For example, the song Wade in the Water, it literally means, it's spelled W-A-D-E, but it literally means wades in the water. When a slave decided to run away for freedom, of course, the slave owners would send their dog catchers out to sniff, to hunt the slave down. But if that slave went and sat still in the water, then the dog catchers or the dogs would not be able to sniff their human scent. So, with that being said, what makes you think that that stopped? What makes you think that it no longer happens today? It's still going on today. How often have we heard people cry out and say, the Illuminati, the elite, threaten to kill me, they want me dead? And I know a lot of y'all like, well, yeah, well, they sell their soul, and this was they sign themselves up for this. Not all of them. Not everyone has sold their soul. It's fucked up because the elite, the Illuminati, all of them, they don't give them an option. They give them an ultimatum. And that ultimatum is usually, hey, you either gonna sell your soul? No, I ain't selling my soul. All right, well, then we kill one of your family members. We ain't gonna just start with you. You're gonna be at the bottom of the list. But we will torture you until you give in. We see it all the time. It's just that we're asleep. We're asleep. We don't pay attention. And it really sucks because after a while, they begin to put their heart, their soul, they're crying in their music. They're begging for us to wake up and to help them. But somehow we still manage to not really get the message. So this is what I mean when I say I'm putting a twist on Black history. In today's time, we literally have rappers, artists, all of that. We have them singing spirituals. They're silently begging for our help. And then you guys probably feel like, well, it ain't nothing that I can do. It's a lot that we can do. For one, we can start by acknowledging it. Stop showing up to their concerts. Stop playing their music. Stop posting all this bullshit and acknowledge. Acknowledge it. Hey, I see your pain. I see you hurt. I see that they are threatening your life. We here for you. We got you. We here. But we don't do that. We too ashamed to because we're afraid that the media is going to bash us or other people are going to say, just talk low on us. Music has a huge effect on our soul. And guess what? The elite, the Illuminati, all of them, they are fully aware of that. How many times have you just randomly started vibing to some music? Not because you cut it on and that's what you were looking to do, but somebody could have rolled past playing music. You could have stepped aside of a restaurant. You hear music, you going to start vibing to the music. We have so many people in the industry, the music industry, actors, singers, rappers, just artists in general, that perform in this industry, put their soul, put their everything into music. And the issue is, we, as their supporters, their fans, whatever you want to call it, we love their music. But what would we do if this music was to stop? What would we do if all music as we ever known it was just put to an end? And every artist, every rapper, singer, it doesn't matter. They all just decided, I'm done. It's over. I quit. I'm not singing. I'm not rapping. I ain't making no more music. Do you know what type of effect that would have on you? What would you do? What would you do if your loved one, your sister, brother, mother, cousin, father, auntie, uncle, husband, son, daughter, if they had a passion for music, a passion for rapping, and all they wanted to do was just rap, get their music out there? Do you understand that once they make it, it's all fun and games until they make it? But the reality is, also, going back to beyond the spirituals, each one of us, as you all know, have a purpose. We have a mission that needs to be completed in this lifetime. And along with that mission, we were blessed with a name. The majority of us on the face of this earth have a very powerful yet spiritual meaning to our name. Artists in the industry, or that was in the industry, that had extremely powerful and significant meaning to their name. For example, let's start with my favorite artist of all times, hands down. And I love this man with a passion, and that's Jase Emperor. Jase, I believe it's of either Egyptian or Jamaican origin. And Jase means a gift of God or a gift from God. And Emperor means bringer of peace. And if any of you all knew exactly who Jase was, not who the media proclaimed him to be, not who he was before he learned how to amount to his higher self. There was a point in time in his life where everything shifted and he began to look out his third eye. He began to view everything from a spiritual point of aspect. And when you correlate that, Jase, a gift from God. He was people's gifts, bro. And I hate that they made it seem like he was just only for the children. When you look at his concerts and you look at when he went to go perform, what? Grown-ass men, grown-ass women flooding the crowds. Did he bring them peace? Yeah. Because I don't give a fuck what none of you say. And if it is someone, please point them out to me. He was the first artist I've ever seen. The first artist I've ever seen not only perform, but turn around and ask his fans, what do y'all want me to play? What do y'all want me to rap to y'all? What do y'all want me to sing? And then turn around and give them nothing but pure words of encouragement and tell them that they are all gods of their own. They can do whatever the fuck it is that they want to do. I have not seen any other artists do that. Most artists get on the stage, perform, all right, I did what I had to do, deuces, I gotta go. They don't give a fuck about who paid to show up for them. They give a fuck to an extent that, oh, it's y'all that's keeping me famous. But even Jase said, y'all not my fans, bro. Y'all are my family. He is one of the top people that I noticed that begged for help. It was far more than him just being depressed and stressed out and living a very complicated, and had a very complicated mental. His mental wasn't that complicated if you actually gave a fuck about paying attention to what it was that he had to say and what he was explaining was happening to him. He explains it through his music. He begs and cries in his music, literally. Oh, Lord, and we're not even going to talk about his music in reverse. You have Kodak Black that beg for help. Every time they go to jail, they come back, something wrong with them. They either under MK Ultra mind control or they're cloned and they beg for help, and we don't give a fuck. We still use their music for our own selfish personal reasons. Then, when this is what I mean when I said this is a topic that's very well discussed, but it somehow draws in the wrong reactions, the wrong attention. Instead of saying, damn, bro, this fucked up, as people of this world, we need real life need to do something about this. We sit there and make videos and bash the fuck out of them like they willingly wanted to be a fucking clone. Like they willingly wanted to sell their soul. Yeah, look at him. I know he cloned. That nigga clone. Yeah, that's fucked up. Look, his eyes was not like that. Or yeah, that nigga, he sold his whole soul. Yeah, and if you sold your soul 9 times out of 10, they killed you shortly afterward. Elite Illuminati don't give a fuck. So this is what I mean when I say I'm putting a twist on Black history.
If something were to happen to me, right? Like, all right, if I got shot and ended up in the hospital and I don't have a million people outside of that hospital trying to get inside, storming inside to make sure I'm okay, I would never, ever make music ever again. Because then what was everything for? That energy that they feed on, this music that they use to repair their souls, do you know how much energy I put into that? Do you know how much I sacrificed to do that?